Ross, may I?
Hi, everybody. It's Ross Marley with the great. This is the Great Awakening game. Christina's on the line. Michael's on the line. Kathy's on the line. Adrian, Christina, what? And Joe's here with us too. Christina, what is it? Say it. Say it.
So, the use of the word lawless instead of legalese might confuse people.
Oh, why did I use lawless? Yeah, right.
Instead of legalese, why did you use? Because I mean, I understand that the term lawful, but people might be confused by your use of the word lawless. Please explain.
Okay. We have a very we have a graphic, and I'll share the graphic. One side of the graphic shows common law court, and the other side shows administrative court. And so the graphic has more of a legal versus lawful view.
Can we see that while you're talking about it?
Legal versus lawful is how we would look at it from an educational perspective. But me, I'm a joker guy, and I called it, instead of lawful and legal, I called it unlawful and lawful. So let's bring up the graphic, because I've got it hidden in my computer and I'm not prepared for the Great Awakening game here. So here's my episode 3, and here's the audio. I thought I had the whole thing together, but we're gonna go with administrative court. So if I can share my screen with everybody, you can see what I'm talking about. Share. All right. So here's the administrative court. It is something where I can zoom in and we can actually read the words here. Thank you so much, Telegram Queen Roars Truth. Thank you, Queen Roars Truth, for your Telegram post of this graphic. On one side, we have an administrative court, and on the other side, we have a common law court, right? The law of the sea and the law of the land, which reminds me, LAW, that's what, L for land, A for air, W for water. So I guess the law of the air is the Ecclesiastes law, is the law of the air. So what the administrative court is, the incorporated court. They are a corporation. The common law court, incorporated, right? For dead entities, for living people. So there's this big difference. And today we're going to review some of these in our puzzle. Right, we're talking about the judge takes an oath to the Bar Association versus an oath of office to serve the people. So again, everybody, I appreciate you letting me look through this country club versus sovereign nation. What's her name? Let's Queen Roars Truth. She sure has a sense of humor. So let's look at the game for a second, because this brings us right into it.
You should put these on the website too.
What? Yeah, no, I'll share that. We're recording this right now, so I'll share this, and expect me to post it on YouTube if it goes well. Who knows? So, one across. If you've ever done a crossword, you've seen her name in here all the time. For some reason, she's like the great 4-letter word that fits everywhere. So, Aaron and Tori. I think you all know this, right? See. Remember on the Love Boat, who was that? Gopher, or not Gopher? The what was the bartender's name? Grover. What? He would always like shoot. He had this pew pew. I know. Anyway, like Christina says, this is the Spellings, right? Aaron Spelling, who did Love Boat, Fantasy Island, Tori's. So why would I'm talking about Lawless and Lawful. So why would I bring up these two folks from TV land? I just like their last name, because Spellings is what it's all about. And I just want everyone to realize that we're using spoken language, which means we have no choice but to cast a spell when we speak. As far as I'm concerned, that is the first definition of the word spell, is when you speak, you start spelling things out. And just as we talked about with common law, you walk in and you speak, you speak your law, right? 9 across. What is that? It is 9 across, everybody. Spoken law. It's got 12 letters.
Jurisdiction.
And it's pretty long, isn't it? So Christina, thanks for that one. Jurisdiction, she knew the answer there. So we speaking law into place. We're casting a spell right when we get into a courtroom. And if you don't know what you're doing, they're going to cast the spell on you, right? Because they're going to treat you not like you're alive, right? They're going to treat you like five down, like dead people. What are dead people? And I know that I don't have much hints here, but it is corpses, right? And we talk about those corporations. We talk. In fact, let's just do a new share here. Let's look at the document in the folder again. This is like it's a different one. It's similar, but it's if I could do new share and bring it up, we're just going to take a little break away from the game for a second, everybody. And we're going to look at, do you all see my screen, signature, autograph? I got a couple of muted, but no responses. Anyway.
Yes, we see your screen.
All right, thank you. Again, we exist under trust law. I had a mentor once tell me everything's just trust law. So when we look at this comparison, signature versus autograph, someone says, hey, I need you to sign this versus someone say, hey, I need you to autograph this. All right. When you're putting your pen down on that paper and you're making an impression, you are pressing, right? Freedom of the press, right? You're pressing, you are creating a spell. You're actually creating a spell as you write your signature. How you write it and everything, again, we can go into some details on that. But the idea is that you realize that when they have you sign something versus autograph something, this is just, I'm not going off on a tangent. I'm just trying to bring home the difference between lawful and legal, or as I call it as a joke today, lawful and lawless. So let's go back to the puzzle. This is Ross Love. This is the Great Awakening game. So I wanted to talk about when you go into a court. Christina, I think you know this. We're going to go one down. Christina, I don't know if you want to unmute and help me, but this is the preferred appearance, right? This is so that you cast the right spell. And so
there are other people on the call who know this answer.
Does anybody else know the answer to this? This is again, when you walk into court, you'll say, I'm here under, and then you say this type of appearance. And it begins with the letter S. And okay, so I'll help us with the tough ones.
Something 3, title 3. No,
but
okay,
it's a special, right? I'm here under special appearance.
Appearance. Oh, special.
Right. I actually had the word straw man in here, but I couldn't figure out the puzzle with straw man. But this brings me to number 4, right? Because they're treating you like what happened on that wonderful day. I celebrate this day. It's your birthday, right? On your birthday, your mom was what, right? We see the 2 C's in the
baby mama.
What? No, yeah, but
Baby mama.
Something happened that was bad.
Okay.
She was coerced, right?
Gotcha.
Your mother was coerced on your birthday. You thought she signed your birth certificate. That's not what happened. She was coerced into signing a witness statement saying that where are you? You're dead, you're lost at sea, or you're just missing, right? So this is like a maritime law thing. So suddenly you don't exist. And in that hospital, she said that you are not who you are. She did not bore a hole. She did not bore through the matrix, pull you into this realm, whatever she did. And you've come through this Stargate because she's the divine feminine and she's capable. No, that's not what happened. What happened was you were showing up, you were just floating along and you came down this canal and you were birth, right? You see all the maritime, right? And you were on this dock and there was this doctor, right? And suddenly we were put in a ward and became a ward of the state and a maternity ward until she was coerced. And then your straw man existed and you became this corpse. You became dead. And so you are partly ruled by corporations because you are a dead person. So a dead entity, which is a corporation, which is dead. You know, that reminds me, I've got another definition words here to share, but where the heck did I put my word? All right, I'm gonna have to share my screen, everybody, and let's see if I can do that successfully, because I want to, I guess, wave to everybody while I jump over to the next page, which is a couple of definitions here. Here's the straw man. So the definition of a straw man: a person set up to serve as a cover for a usually questionable transaction. Yeah, if your mom's coerced on your birthday to sign a witness statement, there's some questionable transactions going on. So I'm here to tell you that this fraud's been going on all along, and it's been a generational issue here. So what did they do? Here's another word, Kamilkaze, and I think I cut it off so we can't read the T. Kamilkaze.
That's not spelled correctly, and you're not pronouncing it correctly.
Oh, what's the proper spelling? That Cestui, I thought.
Setui KV. And where did I find that? I went to Google because I heard someone pronouncing it siesta QVI the other night, and my head twitched. So Google does this great thing where you can just click on the little microphone. It'll tell you. That's from Old French. It is the one who lives.
Oh, all
Like,
right. So
French definition. The
so
one who lives.
this definition I thought was rather appropriate. The persons whose life measures the duration of an estate. So there's like there is a Kamilkaze account number on the back of your birth certificate. Your birth certificate is actually reference to the account. And because you are this dead person, but because you're going to work your whole life, your account is worth money. In fact, a bank, someone can loan money against that. It happens. It's all there. There's all these large trust accounts going on. We live under trust laws. We're treated like we're dead. We're treated like we're corpses. This is what I'm getting at. This is why I call them lawless. Because this whole administrative side, this legal side is licentious, right? And licentious isn't a good word. I didn't define it, but the word license comes from licentious. So I mean, let's bring up the good side, right? Let's talk about the lawful, right? Where do, and I think I can I think I just have this another brief thing to share. We'll get right back into the puzzle as soon as I bring up my little picture here. I had a better document. I know I had a better document, and I don't know where it went. Let's see if I am just going to say that we hold these truths self-evident, right? That how does that go? Can I get a help on this one? We hold these truths self-evident that we were endowed by our creator, right? With life, liberty, and with certain and right. The key word here is creator. Wow, is that small on our screens? Nobody can see what the heck I'm talking about here on the Ross Love, but they were endowed by their creator. All right, so that means our rights came from where? And this is
all together now.
Yeah, all together now. I'm going to share our puzzle back for all of us to see. On number 2 down.
God.
Say that again. God, yes, that was it. God is the source of our rights, not the Constitution, not CNN, not the mayor's office, not Washington, D.C., not the WEF. All of our rights come from God. And this is the litmus test here. You want to be lawful or lawless? Lawful people know their rights come from God. The legal people think that the corporation created your rights. So they keep us in, perpetual, well, they really keep us in perpetual war. And 7 across is Old Glory. We know what Old Glory is. That's our flag. I'm gonna get through this one a little quicker here. It's the war flag.
I have to go. I have a little boy who's very
Oh,
upset. 'cause I
all right.
remember the
Thanks
whole
again,
wall.
Kathy. We're wrapping
All
up the
right.
puzzle. Glad you could
Thanks,
join us for
Kathy.
a
See you
little bit
Thursday.
of the
Okay, see
great
ya.
awakening came. So real quick on we can look at oh, let's go to 8 across. This one looks fun. Daily bread. So when we think of lawful, um lawful, it's all about a self-governance kind of a mindset. So you want to follow the administrative court and all of this, or do you want to be following a common law column here of thinking? Common law is a much more simpler existence. Here we are in 2022. We're in this century, and we've got cell phones, and we can call in food on Uber Eats. And again, we live in this society where we are locked into the whole legal world. Hey, you're dead. Your straw man exists to have swipe your credit cards. The common law thinking has you using cash instead of cards. It has you having a chicken and a garden and instead of relying on a place. So the key here with our daily bread, again, God gives us our rights. We think of the Our Father, right? Give us this day our daily bread. What I'm saying here in this puzzle today is give us our sustenance. And if you can be self-governing, and you can be self-sustaining, if you have this sustenance yourself, you'll find that you have no need for the lawless legal system that exists. But I'm not here to preach, hey, move out of the suburbs, move out of the city, but you got to start to think sometime, some way. To understand the difference, if you want to migrate to that, if you're just happy being in that administrative comfortable surrender world, then you are. Today's an education day. I'm just here to educate people, and we're going to have fun doing it. 6 down. Let's do 3 down. Why not? Three down is next. Counties rule here. Well, this is what we're getting at with sustenance, and this is what we're getting at with the Ohio State General Assembly. We're talking about jurists. We're talking about jurisdiction. We're talking about being lawful. We're talking about if these corporations are basically when I'm in Ohio, I'm not in Ohio State. I'm in the state of Ohio. When I go to Ohio's 4th largest city, I'm not in Akron City. I'm in the city of Akron, because that is a corporation. And so the corporations are all these fictional entities. They don't exist. So with the people breaking away from an administrative law and going more to a common law theme of their lives, common law applications, the people are free to assemble, like the First Amendment has that freedom. God gave us the right to assemble. And I don't mean showing up on a street corner with some signs. I mean assemble, sit down together, have a meeting, settle on your land. If this is done county by county in Ohio, if this is done county by county throughout the United States, we are definitely going to preserve the republic. I mean, this is how we preserve the public, is to have the strength from the counties. So the counties rule here, and I just said the name of it. The counties rule here. 3 down is republic. This is the definition of a republic. It's a lawful group of people. Right now, they're trying to ram a democracy down our throats, when in reality, we are a republic. With that, we're about ready to wrap up today's puzzle. I was going to put the word vagrant in here. Now, Lincoln's general was no vagrant. Lincoln's general, or a vagrant, but because the vagrant, it really didn't apply to my lawless or lawful. Vagrants don't have homes, but right now we all live in our homes. We actually live in a military industrial complex where we just think of it as barracks, right? And we all have numbers on the front of our barracks and the post office. That is truly our reality. This is a cartoon land, in my opinion. And this military industrial complex, Ike warned us about this. I mean, this was going to be bad. And so this is people who take advantage of other people. If you think of the US, the DOJ, right? The Department of Justice was actually created after the Civil War by this president, number 6. He wanted to protect the newly freed men and women from people taking advantage of them, from, you know, people, well, you're free now, but because you weren't free before, we're not going to treat you like you're free. Now we needed a Department of Justice. I think that whole Department of Justice may have a totally different agenda than to help recently freed men and women. But this president, the 18th president, anyone, the 18th president was the one who came up with the deal. He was Lincoln's general, and we all know him as, oops, oh, hey, that was number 6. How about that? If I should do the reveal now that I broke my puzzle again, and I typed number 6 instead of letter U. So anyway, U.S. Grant, he's our 18th president, or was he? No, again, we're not doing any other rabbit holes here. Today, we were just going to enjoy ourselves. We were going to fill in a puzzle. We were going to learn a little bit about legal and lawful, or like I like to call it, lawless or lawful. So I didn't have any music or too many graphics for this game, but I want to thank everybody for joining me. Just like the more you know symbols up here, if you could just hear that sound, and the more you know. And so next time when we meet here at Ross Love, you're going to know even more. Because we're just here to learn and have fun. So with that, we're going to wrap up. I just want to thank everybody for joining me today for the game online. You've all been a great group to have with me as we filled in the squares. As a reminder, I am Ross Marley, and you just got the love.
Are you still recording?
I'm trying to find the stop record button. Oh, here it is. See y'all later, everybody.